Hey everyone, welcome back to Abby's World. I'm Abby and I'm just so glad to be back. I haven't filmed a video, filmed a video for about maybe over a year or so, just about a year, and I've just been dying to get back into it. So, yeah, backstory on this video is I actually was watching a few videos a while ago and I came across this video on YouTube on how to clean your hairbrushes. And it just clicked. Wow, I have not cleaned my hairbrushes ever. I had this thing where I would, after a few years, I just look at it, I'm like, ew, gross, toss it, buy a new one. And I was just like, but I like that hairbrush, but it's already old and it's gross and I can't do anything. Well, I didn't realize, or I didn't think about it, there's probably a way to salvage my hairbrushes by cleaning them. So, yeah, I saw the video on how to clean it, and I've tried it a few times, and it works. I love it so much. You can use this on the plastic hairbrushes, on the wooden hairbrushes. You can use it on combs. It works. It just, it's perfect to clean your hairbrushes because we all know you're brushing your hair, you get that hair that's just falling out, it gets stuck in your hairbrush. You can pull it out, but it's not always going to come out cleanly. Your hair is going to get greasy. That's the thing that happens to just about everyone. Your hair gets greasy. So you get that greasy, that gunk, that nasty dandruff, the dust, whatever, build up in there, and then you're brushing your hair again and it just stays there. We don't want that because that's a big no-no. So what we do is we clean our hairbrushes to get rid of all that yucky, nasty, gunky, gross, greasy, whatever nasty word you want to use, we can get rid of it. So without further ado, let's get started. Oh, and before I forget, if I sound yuckies, it's because I'm actually getting sick. Yeah, I'm getting sick. I won't say I'm probably getting better, but I just started getting sick yesterday, so pardon the nasty nasaliness of my voice. But yeah, let's get into the video now. These are the items that you will be needing for this. Your hairbrushes, of course, a rat tail comb or a pen, a toothpick, something that has a pointy end, just so we can, clean out the hairbrushes. A toothbrush, an old toothbrush, or something that is designated only for cleaning your your hairbrushes. Sorry. I'm going to be using Dawn soap. I've seen a few videos that use shampoo, but because there is going to be grease buildup and a bunch of nasty, yucky stuff inside your hairbrushes, because it happens, I'm going to use something that's specifically to remove grease. So Dawn soap, but you can use shampoo if you like. And then normally I guess you can say recipe calls for rubbing alcohol in a spray bottle. But because I don't have any rubbing alcohol with me, I'm going to use the next best thing, which is mouthwash, because mouthwash is specifically for killing germs as well. So mouthwash with a little bit of water in it. And I might make a video next time on another way to use the mouthwash and water mixture. It's actually for your hair, so I might do that next time. And then we will need warm to hot water. I put it in my sink. You can put it in a bowl. Also, you're going to need a towel to dry your hairbrushes on. So we're going to start off by getting our rat tail comb, or whatever thing you're going to use that has that pointed edge. If it's a toothpick, a toothbrush, I guess you can use scissors if you wanted to, but I'd be scared of damaging my hairbrush more. So we're just going to run it through. We can do it vertically, diagonally, horizontally, whichever way you want. But we're just gonna do this, and as you can probably see, we already have hairs that are coming out. It's really nasty. And we're just going to continue doing that. We'll do that a few times just to make sure we get most of the bigger hairs. I think no matter what we do, we're still going to have a bunch of little hairs that are going to stay in the hairbrush just because they're just little stubborn hairs. Well, we're going to continue doing this. And let's see here. And then we're going to do this for both brushes. Well, I actually already did the first one off camera, but do this one. And I'm just going to pass my hand over it just to make sure I don't feel anything else. And now what we're going to do is we are going to get our Dawn soap or our shampoo, and we're going to add a bit to the water that we have in our sink or in our bowl, and we're going to mix it up just because we want it to be nice and mixed up. You can also add baking soda if you want, just to give it a better clean, more deep clean, but I'm just going to do this for now. It's just a very simple way. So we're going to get our soapy water, and we're going to pass it through. We're just going to comb through our hairbrush. Do this a few times. And this is just to make sure that you're getting rid of all that gunk and excess hair, dandruff, oil that is in there. And then once you do that, once you've kind of done that, when it comes to these plastic ones that have that black sponge, you can do this if you have a wooden brush. I would not recommend to do what I'm going to do right now, but what we're going to do is we're going to get our brush and just leave it in the water and soap solution for a few minutes. You can leave it up to 10 minutes to 30 minutes, however long you want. Well, these are the brushes, and I decided to just put the same comb that I was using to clean these brushes. I decided I need to clean this as well. So I did the same process. I'm going to just move these aside, and let's watch the water go. I don't know if it's just me, but I've had this thing where I love watching the water go. The little whirlpool thing. Okay, so anyways, so we're just going to open the water. It's nice and warm as well. So we're just going to rinse them off. I'm going to put them on here on the towel for now. And we're going to do the same thing. So let's just rinse these off as well. We're going to rinse. Okay. Face down, and next. So definitely my brushes are looking a lot cleaner than they were at the beginning of this video. Okay. So we have them here now. Now let's get to our other steps. So I've had the brushes sitting in water for about 15-20 minutes now, and I realized that I completely forgot to tell you guys on how to clean a wooden brush. Oh my gosh, how rude of me. So we're gonna do the almost exact same process. You are going to get your handy dandy toothbrush, and you're gonna put it in the water. I don't have a wooden one with me, so I'm sorry I can't show you, But we're going to get in the water, and then we're just going to brush. We're going to brush those little bristles of our hairbrush to our heart's content. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get a nice wet damp towel, and we're just going to wipe it down, get rid of all of that soap off of there. And we're just going to put it face down on our towel, and actually, I lied. We're going to clean it off, and then we're going to spray it with our distilled, my distilled mouthwash rinse spray solution, or you can use the alcohol solution, whichever one you choose to use. We're going to spray that, and then we're going to put it face down. So let me show you guys how to then, after the brushes have been soaking, how to clean them after that. Oh, I realized I did forget a step. I do apologize. It actually will go right after what I showed you guys last. Is once you do rinse it off, you're going to want to give it a few squeezes. If you have one of these plastic brushes that have the inner plastic thing, I don't know what these are called, the inner plastic padding, I guess. You're going to give these a few squeezes just to make sure that you guys don't have any excess water in there. I'm going to shake it off because I feel like sometimes you guys can hear that. There is some water in there. Oh, it just got out. If you just put it lay down, it's not all the water's going to be out of it. So just give it a few squeezes and shake it off and make sure the water's out. So now what we're going to do is we are going to get our rubbing alcohol or my mouthwash solution, and we're just going to give it a few sprays. And not just, I'm going to do it all around. And this basically just makes sure that there is no germs that have been left in here. It kills all the other germs. And we do it. So, I'm a person, I love the way that mouthwash smells. So, and I always love that mintiness. And then we're just going to do that. With the rubbing alcohol, you won't have a smell that stays, so that's another good way to use it. Unless you use one of those, like the yellow mouthwash that doesn't have a scent or a smell to it, that will work as well. But because mine does smell like mint, the smell is going to be on here for a little bit longer. But it's okay. I don't mind. I can always just put like body spray or something, my hairspray or something that will cover up that smell if it's still there. But that's that. So then we're just going to put it down on our towel to just let it dry. I did the same thing to the comb. I did show that, didn't I? And we're just going to let it sit for about 30-40 minutes, maybe an hour or so. Let it just dry. And then you are ready to use. Actually, let me show you guys before I do let you guys go. So my hairbrush has definitely changed to how it was before to what it looks like now. And now these are definitely clean. I don't have to worry about getting nasty, gunky, yucky, oily stuff back into my hair once I brush my hair. I'm confident that my hair won't have a little surprise in there once I'm out of the door. And someone's like, oh, you have something in your hair. I'm like, oh no. We don't want that, no. We want to be just quite confident that our hair looks on point and that we look good for whoever we're going to go see or to impress a new person. Whatever your daily routine or whatever you're going to do that day, we want to make sure we look good. So that is how to properly clean your hairbrushes or your combs. And for the wooden brushes, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to do the spray as well, and then also just let it sit and dry. If you are someone that you need to use your hairbrush very quickly, sorry for using that, caught me off guard. I'm like, what is that? It's my mom's phone. You can just dry it with a paper towel. I mean, I guess you could use a hairdryer, but I would not recommend it just because of the germs. If there is germs on here, the heat will make them multiply like crazy. Heat is like a germ's best friend. It's like a party in there. So we don't want to do that. It's not recommended. You could if you want to take that risk, but I wouldn't. I'd just use a paper towel if you guys want to use it quickly. But yeah, so that is how you clean a hairbrush, and I am so glad to be able to say I finished my first video after a whole year. So I hope to see you guys back here soon, to know that you guys are here. I can't see you guys, so I don't know. Anyways, I'm so glad to be able to make this video, and hope to hear from you guys soon. So, bye. Love ya.